Only 40% of you are subscribed. Fix that. I want to say thank you to my Patreon subscribers and my Twitch subscribers. If you want to help out the channel, you can actually help out for as little as $1 a month. Enjoy the video and have some fun. So, one thing that you should never ever do, besides not watching, videos that Joe gives us to like review like on live stream and yeah, look, damn it, I'm still thinking about titties. One thing you should never ever do is not take some of these crypto fascists serious. You can laugh at them, you can think that they're bullshit, but you almost always have to crush them politically beneath your heels because they tell you what they want. And like, do they have power? No. But you should make sure that they don't get power. Oh, fucking absolutely. Because these motherfuckers literally have motherfucking issues. And we're going to make fun of one in particular. You have that right. That booger eating, searching for cum, motherfucking of his roommates mad because he had a no girls club and his roommate had a girlfriend. Nick Fuentes. And like, this is from Twitter. This clip is from Twitter. And let's just read it. This is from Right Wing Watch. And we love Right Wing Watch. They alert us to Christian nationalists, crypto fascists, which I just said the same thing. but let's see what our old buddy Nick Fuentes is talking about here. Christian fascist Nick Fuentes lays out his vision for America, where contraception, fornication, homosexuality, and pornography are illegal, and women can't go to school or burned to the stake for being witches. We want to go back to the Middle Ages. Well, Nick, I know you're going to have problems with at least two things in that motherfucking picture. Well, actually, really three, because, your religion doesn't allow for gay marriage or, being gay or looking up gay porn. Like, you have a problem with at least three things in this motherfucking phrase. But let's see what the fuck you talking about. Shall we? Nicky boy, Nicky, tiny Nicky. Not little Nicky, tiny Nicky. Let's go.
We have got to talk about the fundamentals of our worldview and what it would look like.
You know what is sad? What's sad is this fucker is actually in the fucking north suburbs. And he has to do his show from New York. I thought he didn't like the coastal elites. But he has to pretend that he's in New York while he's yelling at a green screen. I'm yelling at the green screen and the mic too, but like, at least you guys know that I'm not in the grandest of space. Okay, let's go.
Like to build a society based on our distinct worldview, which is different from the left, different from a godless, atheist, constructivist, liberal worldview.
And it's funny how many societies always, when they are doing better, always go to a godless, liberal society where more people have powers. But okay, let's go.
And what does that look like? Does that look like a society?
Look, Joe, he hasn't eaten any boogers on stream yet. So the only disgusting shit is his rhetoric.
Society where you have gay marriage and birth control and contraceptives.
But Nick, you literally went on a gay date. And I'm not saying that as a derogatory. You literally went on a date with a cat boy that has pictures of him on Instagram deep throating a black dildo. And you look so happy. Oh my God. Like, you want to see Nick Fuentes happy? Give him a cat boy and say you can spend time with him alone. He looks so fucking happy. I covered that video on my channel. But let's go.
And legal, ubiquitous internet pornography.
And again, this is a motherfucker just like Jesse Lee Peterson who got caught showing that he was watching gay porn. Nick, it's okay. You like touching pee-pee. That's fine. It's nothing wrong with it. It's not abnormal. Like other people that have pee-pees and other animals that have pee-pees like to touch pee-pees too. It's okay, Nick. It's okay. You don't have to hate yourself. But let's go.
And all the rest, but transgender kids aren't playing in girls' water polo? No.
Fuck water polo. Fuck that to hell. Fuck water polo.
That's not what it looks like. It looks like a society where women don't have the right to vote. And it looks like a society where boys and girls get married as teenagers and start having kids. And they don't use birth control and they don't use contraceptives.
Oh, time to start the, fuck, what am I talking about? Time to increase the maternal mortality rate because reasons. Okay.
And they have big families and a high birth rate. And it looks like women wearing veils at church. And it looks like women...
We know why Nick Fuentes doesn't want women to be shown at church. Because they get in the way of what he really want to look at.
Not being in the workforce. And it looks like mothers raising their kids. And it looks like pornography being banned. And homosexuality and transsexuality as well as heterosexual sodomy as well.
Wait, you're telling me I can't get any more blowjobs? No, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Yes, if you didn't know, getting oral sex is considered sodomy. Fuck you. Okay, let's go.
As well as fornication and adultery being shamed by the society and maybe in some places, in some jurisdictions, regulated by the law. It's not...
Ladies, gentlemen, and MBs of all stripes, colors, ages, and whatevers. This is the perfect Aryan male. Never mind that he's half Hispanic. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
Not enough to say we're against trannies, you gotta be against women's rights too. It's not enough to be against blue-haired feminism, you gotta be against women getting educated.
Because nobody should be more educated than Nick.
Okay? Or else, what are we really trying to achieve here? 1999? 1999.
I mean, like, you can ask Prince and 1999 was a good year. Okay, let's go. I'm sorry. Like, this shit is so disgusting that I have no words. The only people that this is appealed to is losers, motherfucker that lives in the basement that are incelebrant motherfuckers. The only people that simp for him are the ones that he can probably groom. And he's looking like, just like, Nick, your audience are nothing but 14-year-old little baby men who probably are either gay or trans and are so hated of themselves that they need to pass that hatred on to somebody else. Most of your audience will outgrow you. And the ones that don't, well, they're about $300 from being a school shooter.
It sucked too. We want to go back to 1099. We want to go back to the...
Can you count higher than 10, Nick? I mean, like, I guess if you start counting your boogers, you'll be higher than 10. But okay, let's go.
Middle Ages.
He wants to go back to the Middle Ages. Even though in some places in the Middle Ages, hello, Enlightenment that started in the Muslim world and spread back to the West, it was more progressive.
So, we're burning your gay pride flag, we're burning your gay pride float, and then we're going to drag your bitch wife out of her house, kicking and screaming, and then we're gonna burn her at the stake too for being a witch.
Okay, we have enough of that shit. And of course, Nick doesn't like women, so he's okay with that. It's Nick Fuentes is only like 22, I believe. He may be like 22, 23. That motherfucker is young. He is actually young. And like, here, let's do this. Let's do this. Because of course. And we covered this on the channel too. Here, let's pull it up. Remember, we actually covered this video. Where is it at? Where is it at? Did I have the timestamps?
Like them.
Like, we covered this shit. Here, where is it at? Here's the exchange. For those of you guys who don't remember this shit.
And I find it interesting. And I do want to say, like, I've said, I do know many of your views on women, which I find abhorrent. I'm going to be honest. I don't agree with you in any capacity on that front, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, figures.
But
this is one of the only time Nick has talked to a woman outside of his mother or his sister.
Actually went into this reasonably, like, not really knowing your broader views on things, and so I don't really have an opinion of you, if I'm honest, and so that's why, I mean,
and this is why she's a pick me, because she literally heard a lot of his views and she doesn't have an opinion on this stupid motherfucker. Okay,
really funny. People are like, Sydney's really triggered, and I'm honestly just sitting here just listening and just getting a feel for things. But I was saying to Elijah, it's interesting. I think you're being very respectful. And I think that's really nice, because people make you out to be this,
Is that we are really oppressed in a big way. And so you really can't divorce this from how we are. I mean, when you take a look at my followers, the Groypers, or somebody like myself, I mean, we really have been treated unfairly by society. And, some people say, hey,
they're being untreated unfair by society because when people say you're hate-filled bullshit, people make fun of you. Is this
mosquito problem? Now we're at your house, prepared to fine you over mosquitoes. I'm not going to put words in your mouth, in fact, because that's not right. But, if you are looking to some other regimes around the world.
And so I think their whole consciousness is basically years, and they were able to defeat the largest military in history. I think that has something to
I can't find it. It's just like this motherfucker, when he's not in front of an audience just like eating up his bullshit and he gets really pressured, he looks like a fucking fool. Like, I bet you I could. Oh, okay, granted, he may actually kind of. He may actually like try to like outside of like some racist attack shit. He I'm somebody with a penis. He may actually like that shit, and a big black penis. So he may actually like that shit. So but he looks like a fucking fool. And the only way fuckers like this has any power, like, okay, so rant time. Fuck, hey rant. I'm gonna call out every one of you motherfuckers who is on the left that sit backs and shits on young white males. We, as a fucking group, need to understand that a lot of the motherfuckers aren't as gone as this motherfucker right here. They're just hurt. They're hurt by the same system that we all are. And when you want to equate them being a man and having a penis and being white, we push them to dumb fucks like this that want to take us back to the fucking 10th century or 11th. We need to literally, and this is my challenge to people on the left, and it's not the shit that I don't have to deal with either. We need to deal with, one, men who feel like they're being left behind by the system. We need to tell them that, hey, just because women are getting the right to vote, because they have control over their bodies, because they can tell you no that they don't want sex, doesn't mean that you are any less of a person. We need to convince them that it is more than a zero-sum game of because more people have rights, they don't have rights. And yes, dude, they have to understand that, hey, you used to didn't have competition in some shit that you thought you had control of. Now you have competition, and competition only makes you better instead of being a mediocre motherfucker that, you know, let's throw out an example. Blew $700,000 of their mommy's money because they never had to strive for shit in their life. Okay, yeah, and they have a small penis, and they're tied to a land dolphin. I'm being a little bit too specific with that one, but we need to make sure that motherfuckers don't go that way. And I get it. Some of us are on the left because we've been hurt by dumb fucks like this. People like him and his fucking followers have caused us pain. So we say, let's change our political beliefs to fight these motherfuckers. But that's the thing. A lot of them are hurting too. A lot of them are in pain too. And as many that we can get away from them, with them still being straight, them still being white, and let them know that they are just as valid as in a person. Their thing of needing power, no, that's not valid. Fuck that. Like, nobody should have power over another person. But they can be okay with their identity, and nobody's gonna shit on them for it. Because if we don't stop doing this shit, they're going to fuckers like this. And the only thing that they want to use them for is shields and boosts to oppress you. Sorry to make that a little bit too serious when we're talking about dumb fucks like that. But I have to say, he's a clown. There's no way that she should have any type of following. People should recognize that he is so upset. And they know it. His followers know that he's not exactly straight. And nobody should make fun of him for that. Like, if he wants to, like, suck a penis, fine, let him suck a penis. But when he's telling you that you can't suck a penis because he needs to feel more superior than you in some kind of way, the proud Aryan, as he says it, even though he's half Hispanic, it's something going on with that. Nick, you got some issues, man. I think you need some counseling to help your ass rust off the walls when you get down some. But anyway, do all the other good shit like, share, and subscribe. It helps out the channel. You can subscribe to Patreon for as little as $1 a month, and all that other great YouTube shit that we supposed to tell you. And yeah, cut this segment here.
If I gave myself the power